In today's news, authorities are in a constant fight against illegal entries into the territory.
Senior public officers complete leadership training.
Language barrier stalls court proceedings.
Culinary and Hospitality Center at the H. Lively Stout Community College is back and better than ever.
Carib Wave exercise slated for March 19th. And your weekly arrest blotter. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
What are you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see with the competition, which means about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
Well, hold on, string bean. Ain't a kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome everybody. It's Friday, February 7th, 2020. A fantastic Friday, Kyla, that is. I am Ron Grant.
I am Kyla Kenisha Forbes.
Let's get right into it. We
Let's
got a lot
do it.
in store for you guys. Several senior public officers completed a leadership development program designed to enhance the skills that align with the public services needs and strategic direction. The leadership development program spanned over a 5-month period and was an initiative by the Department of Human Resources in collaboration with the Governance Partnership International, GPI. The program was a component of the talent management strategy for the public service and was customized for public officers using the results of the 2018 engagement survey and the public service leadership competency framework. Now, His Excellency the Governor Augustus J.U. Jasper congratulated the public officers and said that the first cohort of participants is a significant step in the efforts being made to transform the public service. Governor Jasper added, and I quote, he said, "It remains vital for the government to enhance the capability of public officers for the future development of the territory." Permanent Secretary in the Deputy Governor's Office is Mrs. Charlene Dabrio-Lettsem, MBE, underscored the importance of the training opportunity. She said, and I quote, "I would hope that through your participation in this development course, you would have been equipped with the tools required to become effective agents of change in your positions." Mrs. Dabrio-Lettsem added, and I quote, "As recently appointed leaders, deputies, and managers in strategic roles, you have the potential to become successors for other key leadership roles in the service." Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Michelle Donovan Stevens, reminded the public officers that learning takes time and it is an investment in their development. She said her department is actively working to continue to establish mentorship programs that would allow for the future development of public officers. The Leadership Development Forum and program is a cross-cutting unit that provides peer-to-peer support to partner with governments overseas to better utilize the public service to its citizens. Great stuff going on here, and as always, I love when persons get professional development.
I agree.
Not because you've been working in the government for X amount of years or you hold a leadership position, doesn't mean that you still can't learn.
I agree. I think this story shows us where professional development is important on all levels. So great initiative. As we move on, the relevant authorities in the Virgin Islands are in a constant fight against illegal entries into the territory.
Yes,
as the BVI is surrounded by wide bodies of water, illegal immigrants continue to enter our territory unregistered. This week, our court system was quite busy, Ron,
Yes.
as they tried 2 cases of illegal entry into the territory. Here we have Ralph Torres Guerrero, a native of Venezuela, appeared in court after he was caught red-handed entering the territory illegally on Monday, February 3rd, 2020. So the story here, Ron, is basically the police was out on patrol and they saw a vessel coming into the Trellis Bay area, no lights.
Right.
So of course they investigated, and 3 persons came off of the vessel and the police followed them. Out of the 3, there were 2 locals with Mr. Guerrero. When he went to the police station, the police then realized that he came in unregistered. So he appeared in court yesterday, and he was fined $1,000 to be paid by today. And if he does not pay this fine, he will be sent to prison for 2 months.
Kyla, the fight against illegal immigrants has been a problem in the Virgin Islands for a very long time. It is a tall order, but recently, one of the things that I think this should assist with, recently Governor Jasper signed a memorandum of understanding with the UK officials, and that is really to be able to try to protect the borders, both land and sea, if persons are missing, or in a case like this where we have an issue with illegal immigrants trying to enter the territory. I think that this should help as well.
Right. So, Ron, there was another court case that proceeded in the magistrate court this week. 2 men also charged with illegal entry into the territory. We have more info on that after the break. But here we have on screen Mr. Clive Lettsome, the acting managing director of BVI Airports Authority. In a statement recently, he spoke about the new in-transit lounge.
Yes.
We've been talking a lot about that recently. And what that would do is also minimize illegal entry into the territory.
And how does he think this is going to affect that?
Because really and truly now we see a change in route where before passengers would come through immigration and go into the airport lounge and then go back through security back into the departure lounge. They don't even touch down into the airport. They go straight to the in-transit lounge. So they're kind of always under authorities' watch.
I get it. Good.
Yeah. So this is something that we also see coming out of the in-transit lounge, so that's definitely a great thing. But the government of the Virgin Islands and local relevant authorities are constantly trying to find ways to combat this issue.
It's a big issue indeed. And still ahead, ladies and gentlemen, Culinary and Hospitality Center at the H. Lavey Stout is back in session. This is a story you don't want to miss. All this and more after a word from our sponsors. You're watching 284 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now, viewers, as I mentioned earlier in my news story before the break, there were 2 men that were charged with illegal entry into the territory. The 2 men are Valdel Tarasar and Vatelin Sijar, both native of Albania, were brought before the magistrate court on Wednesday, the 6th of February, but the proceedings were postponed due to a language barrier. Ron, I think once again we see yet another issue that comes out of
As it pertains to the courts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the magistrate actually had to use Google Translator during the first court proceedings simply to tell the defendants that they had to return back to court the next day. The next day, they had an Italian interpreter present because one of the defendants had a basic understanding with that language, but unfortunately, the other one could not understand. Of course, there's a law that both defendants cannot, basically one defendant cannot interpret for the other, which we can definitely understand why. Okay, so once again, the proceedings were recalled until Monday. So this would be the third time that the
Wow.
duo would be going back to court because of this language problem. But they will be reprimanded to prison during that time. The magistrate said that no effort would be spared to find that Albanian interpreter. So I think we'll have to see what happens there.
Well, that's important, and I think I hope the magistrates uses this opportunity to see the importance of translators. At least having a list of persons that you can call. Of course, perhaps this one caught us off guard. But,
Yeah, exactly. I think we probably have a list of translators anyways, but there's a lot of languages
Yes.
in this world.
And
And
we did not suspect that we would have some
I
illegal
don't
immigrants
know.
from
Exactly.
Albania. Interesting. All right. Since the hurricanes of 2017, the Culinary Training Center at the H. Lovely Stout Community College has not been able to receive students as the facility sustained severe damages. The program resumed yesterday, February 6th, with about 30 students enrolled overall who are eager to learn the trade. I spent some time at the facility yesterday and caught up with the director of the Culinary and Hospitality Department, Mrs. Keisha Barnes. Take a look at our interview. Viewers, we are here with Ms. Keisha Barnes, Director of the Culinary Hospitality Studies here at the H. Lively Stout Community College. Keisha, it's quite an exciting day. Today is the first day of classes in the new labs since Hurricanes Irma and Maria. Tell us about the program.
The program is a phenomenal program. We are just up and running. We are in the process of redesigning the brand to bring students into our labs. It's exciting for me and for the entire team. It is important for us here at H. Lively Stout Community College to be able to develop our students to be able to fit within the industry that right now is lacking of certified and trained individuals in the culinary and the hospitality industry. Today we have our first year students in a culinary proficiency course. They're going to be in the kitchen doing something that we call in the industry in terms of cutting up the different types of vegetables and things of that nature. They're going to be learning knife skill techniques, and it's their first class. They're a bit nervous, but we're happy to have them. Chef Imran is very good at what he does, and he's going to be here to guide them through the process. Safety is important for us here in the lab. Yes, the facility has been down for quite some time. We have done a lot of work to be able to bring it back so that we can have the resources necessary for our students to be able, to practice, demonstrate, and illustrate what they learn throughout the program.
Amazing. Well, Keisha, one of the things that's remarkable is that the program has now been branded culinary and hospitality. We touch a lot in the Virgin Islands as it pertains to the revitalization of our tourism product, and these two industries definitely go hand in hand. Tell me about that collaboration and that switch.
Well, it made sense to me. Coming back here as a director, I thought that it was imperative for us to ensure that we house the two disciplines in one center so the students will be able to have a holistic approach to tourism on a whole. So having hospitality management, food and beverage management, and culinary merged together made sense to us because we wanted to be able to produce a student that is well-rounded. We wanted to be able to let students know that being educated isn't only about academics. We wanted to be able to provide opportunities, external and internal, where our students are grown and groomed into professionals. So it was important for us to bring everything together so that the students will be comfortable, so the students will be free to be able to express themselves, so that the students can learn skills with partners inside and outside of the territory. So it's very exciting. One of the things that I pride myself on is bringing students together to join our hospitality club. We have a chapter called the National Society of Minorities in Hospitality, where the students are have the opportunity to go to the United States and network with Disney and Carnival and things of that nature. We're also working on initiatives to have our students visit the cruise ships when they're docked at port, so that they can experience what it's like to be on a cruise ship. They're going to go into hotels and experience what it's like for, them to work in hotels.
Indeed. Keisha, you're not only poised as the director of the program, but you also sit on the board, if I'm correct, of the tourism board, right? Tell us about the collaboration with stakeholders. And what I see really, and the reason I'm asking this question, is we see a deliberate attempt and effort to merge all stakeholders. Tell me about that partnership.
I think in order for us to move our tourism product forward in one direction, it is important for all of us to be on the same page. And sitting at the board, it lends the opportunity for me to be able to hear the conversations as it relates to the industry firsthand and helps me to make the decisions that are necessary as the director to develop the students to be able to do what it is we want to do to move the industry forward. Sitting on that board is a privilege for me. As a BV Islander, tourism runs in my DNA.
Amazing.
And everything that I do for the betterment of my country. And when I help students to be able to see how this sector can help our country grow, it fills me with pride when they understand and when I see them doing great things in the industry. Training and development is something that's dear to me, Grant. And I think that, once we get our license agreements down pat, it's in the process. American Hotel Lodging Educational Institute, we're in the process of getting a GAP, which is a global academic program license that would help the industry. Either, sometimes people don't want to come to college.
Absolutely.
They want to just, you go out and you meet them and you train them. It's going to give us
on-hand experience.
right, the on-hand experience is going to give us the opportunity to be able to develop our people so that they can be better, so that we can help our tourism product move forward.
Well, I definitely want to congratulate you on the work that you guys have been doing here. We see it's a beautiful facility, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take some time, check out the students, check out the facility. We have about 30 students, correct?
Yes, we have 30 students combined culinary, food and beverage management, and hotel management, and it is my goal to be able to grow to at least, I'm being a bit ambitious, but I'm a big picture kind of girl, 50 persons coming
Alright.
into the program next semester.
Most definitely. Well, guys, let's go take a look. Witnessed the students doing remarkable work. It was their first day of classes, and they are under the leadership of Chef Imran, who is an expert as it pertains to culinary. And you could see that they were a little bit nervous, but they were doing some really amazing things. And I've never seen such a group of enthusiastic students. The center, Culinary Center, has come quite a long way in their training and their development. As Ms. Barnes said, they are growing from strength to strength. There have been talks with industry partners, global academic programs. They've been talking about licensing and training, and definitely pushing the program to higher heights. But when we think of Hurricanes Irma and Maria, we really get an opportunity to see how, at the end of the day, this was a blessing in of itself, because
Right.
the students now have two amazing facilities, and as you can see on the screen, state of the art. The other one is actually a baking studio, which is still being worked on. So really, really amazing work up there at the H. Lively Style Community College, and we can't wait to see what these students are going to be doing. As you can see, they began and they're a little bit nervous, but they'll be all right. Yeah, definitely good stuff.
We all had to start at the beginning, but
Of
this is
course.
amazing. I think we're still seeing, as you said, the aftermath of the good aftermath
the positive.
of hurricanes Irma and Maria,
Yes.
and this is amazing stuff. I'm always one for those somewhat unconventional careers, and we
indeed.
definitely need to train up our students. So I love this.
Yes.
Still ahead, the Carib Wave exercise slated for March 19th and your weekly arrest blotter. This is 284 News, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
May I assist you? Yes. You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. It's time for your weekly arrest blotter. Police arrest and charge Shiloh Catto, 23, of no fixed place of abode for 2 counts of burglary and theft. He appeared before the magistrate court and reprimanded to Her Majesty's prison. Police arrest and charge Xavier Buddocks, 28, of George's North Side for reckless driving, driving without a seatbelt, driving without front identification plates, driving an unlicensed vehicle, driving an uninsured vehicle, keeping for use an uninsured vehicle, falling to stop at the sound of a police siren, exceeding the speed limit, using a license plate on a vehicle to which it is not assigned, failing to comply with lawful signal of a police officer, and reckless and negligent act.
A lot going on.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
And police arrest and charge Talsim Matthias, 21 of Little Dix Hill, Shamari Henley, 22 of King Garden Bay, Kevon Williams, 26 of Fatogs Bay, Adrell Hodge, 22 of Bellevue, Nico Scatliff, 24 of Paraquita Bay. All 5 of these young men on separate occasions were arrested and charged for possession of a controlled drug.
Another busy week.
Now, Ron, we see 5 young men being arrested for the same, basically, possession of a controlled drug, and it makes me wonder, are we losing our young men to drugs? We really have, it's really a question.
Well,
It's
you,
really...
well, you have to ask the legislators who are talking about creating and insisting on 40 to 100 farmers. You should ask them that question.
And that's the thing. We see 5 young men now in the news arrested, charged for could be the same controlled drug.
Yes, indeed. Interesting,
well,
right?
That's something for another newscast, Ron.
Indeed. With seismic activity continuing on in the region, the Department of Disaster Management is encouraging the public to prepare early to participate in the annual Carib Wave Regional Tsunami Exercise on March 19th. This year's scenario is modeled after an event occurring in Jamaica, which has the potential to impact the Virgin Islands in 3 hours. Deputy Governor David Archer Jr. announced that this year the Carib Wave exercise, which is usually well supported from the general public and the public service, will see the participation of all public service entities. This, he said, will be done so that these entities can test departmental and agency emergency plans. He said, and I quote, "Your commitment to remaining in a constant state of readiness is encouraging. I commend those of you who have used the opportunity to increase your public awareness activities as well as to conduct evacuation drills." DDM's training manager, Ms. Karishma Hicks, said that the December to January earthquake swarm centered in southwestern Puerto Rico, as well as the more recent earthquakes near Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and the Dominican Republic, should serve as a reminder to residents that the territory is vulnerable to earthquakes and other seismic hazards, including tsunamis. Ms. Hicks said, and I quote, "Tsunami events may be rare, but they have the potential to cause a lot of harm, and they can occur without advance warning. We want persons to practice how they would respond to these events so that should the territory experience an impact, they and their families at any time, themselves and their families, would be safe." Ms. Hicks also said, in addition to mapping out the practicing evacuation routes, the DDM recommends that persons be ready for a possible tsunami by planning assembly points and putting together a small bag of essential items, including first aid kit, prescription medication, flashlights, of course, important documents, battery-operated radio to receive all clear messages from authorities. The training manager added, annual exercises are a great opportunity for families and businesses to review their emergency plans and to make necessary updates. Now, you can definitely, the Virgin Islands community, schools, businesses, groups, or individuals can register to participate at surveymonkey.com, and the Carib Wave is held annually in the region since 2009 and uses historical seismic data to generate a test scenario, such as last year's exercise, which was based on a 1939 eruption of the Kixem Jenny volcano. More than 600,000 persons have participated in the Carib Wave exercise over the years, ever since 2017. Participating states include the Virgin Islands, including Haiti, Aruba, United States, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Previous years have seen up to 7,000 persons locally participating in the exercise, which is organized by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the United States Geological Survey. Another exercise that is, prevention is always better than cure, yep. And we see where the seismic activity throughout the region has been increasing, so we definitely want to be on alert here in the Virgin Islands. We don't want to panic, but we want to be alert and be prepared.
Ready.
Yes.
Agreed. Viewers, that's it for today's News Roundup. Be sure to visit us at 284news.com. Also, like us on Facebook at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kyla Kenesha Forbes.
And I'm Ron Grant. We'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. We are 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284 Media. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a beautiful evening and a wonderful weekend.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well, so you know February is the month of love. Yes, and we all love data. And because we love you so much, yes, we decided to give double data. But wait, let me slow it down for you. Follow my voice. Activate any hero plan, double data. Activate any 2 gig plan, double data. It don't stop there. Pay your bill before February 12th and have a chance to win a lunch or dinner for 2. Yes, I said it. For 2.
Double the data and double the fun when you fall in love with our deals for the month of February. Activate a hero plan or 2 gigabyte data plan and get double data. That's enough for you and your boo or your crew. And don't miss out on the chance to win lunch or dinner for 2 if you pay your bill before February 12th. Activate any hero plan or 2 gigabyte data plan. Come enjoy the month of love on us.
Thank you for calling CCT. Have a blessed day. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well,